Hello everyone. My name is Keido HIGUCHI, so I'm so nervous, but third. I know this is sudden, but what do you think about genetically modified foods? Dangerous, useful? There are various opinions. So today I want to talk about golden rice. Golden rice is genetically modified food to obtain vitamin A from rice. Now this rice has caused a lot of serious arguments in the world. This rice has the possibility of saving a lot of people. I quite agree with this rice, but some say it will harm the environment. I hope that you try to think about this fact. First, I will explain the relationship vitamin A and the human body. About 2.4 billion people depend on rice in the world, but this food does not have vitamin A, iron, and so on. So if we only rice every day without other foods, we increase the risk of vitamin A deficiency. Every year, at least 500,000 children and several thousand women go blind from lack of the nutrients. Vitamin A deficiency has caused serious disease. So a lot of in poor countries people, vitamin A rich foods is expensive and difficult to get on a daily. To solve the problem, one scientist started to new genetically modified foods. His name is Incoptoricus. In 1999, he and his group developed new GM foods called golden rice. This rice has rich of provitamin A as a beta carotene. So if we could change normal rice into golden rice, we could get the required amount of beta carotene on a day. So this development is so important things. That is golden rice. So the transgenic technique is used to gene information in daffodil and bacteria. These two information make two enzymes in rice. It makes vitamin A. In 2005, golden rice 2 was developed. This rice has gene information from corn. This rice has 23 types of beta carotene compared with first golden rice. So golden rice has the possibility of saving a lot of people, but then has this rice ever been used in poor countries? The answer is no, because there are a lot of problems and rules associated with it. This picture shows one social movement against golden rice. They attacked and pulled out golden rice in a facility. Like this, there are a lot of people who are against golden rice and GM foods. So here is main argument. The effect of our body on the environment is still unknown, so we have the risk of not going back. However, golden rice and other GM foods are controlled by law and cross-examination. Even though a lot of cross-examination, there is no evidence having harmful effect on the environment. If anything, these foods helps decreasing agricultural chemicals. In addition, to consider the producing cost, a lot of farmers want to use genetically modified foods. Here is, I quite agree with golden rice. So there is no scientific evidence to support this view. So there is no room for emotion, politics, and religions. However, there is a man who has a careful judgment. I want to hear the opinion for experts of genetically modification. So I have the interview to Ishimizu Takeshi, Associated Professor in University of Ritsumeikan. Please watch this video. From your point of view, are you for or against golden rice? Please tell me the reason why and what do you think about it? In conclusion, I'm against golden rice, but I agree with using genetically modified plants because a lot of consumers are against using these foods. To consider the cost of overcoming these oppositions, we have to do other things. For example, the basic cause of hunger and vitamin A deficiency is unfair distribution of resources in the world. It is also important to change the system of society. We have to spend more time and energy like these things and we can save many children in the world. At this time, I'm against golden rice. Thank you so much. Next, there are a lot of genetically modified foods in the world. So, what do you think about the future of GM foods? The most important thing is to increase the people who have a correct knowledge of GM foods. I think the opposing group in this argument sometimes tends to become emotional. For example, every artificial thing is bad. That is nonsense. If people who have a correct knowledge of genetically modified food are increased, we could have an effective discussion for the first time. In order to do that, I think it is necessary for good education in young people. Thank you so much for today. I have said to you once before, scientific evidence has no room for emotion, politics, and any religions. But golden rice and other GM foods relate by such factors. Professor Ishimi says, to consider the cost of overcoming a lot of oppositions about golden rice, I'm still against it. Through this interview, I realized the importance of correct knowledge once again. So, in conclusion, I quite agree with golden rice, but there's a lot of against arguments in golden rice. So, we have to do everything to solve the vitamin A deficiency, and we need to have correct knowledge at the same time. We have the responsible for this problem as students measuring science. And last, we should face advanced in science seriously through golden rice. Thank you for listening.